people. That's why we are known as the people's favorite. Corner Radio, #1, numero uno.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite.
They do, we see, we talk. It's your #1 entertainment show, the GCT show on Corner Radio with your girl Pretty Hina on every Saturday from the hour 7 p.m. to the hour 8 p.m. on Corner Radio. The GCT show and make we gossip.
Enemies shine. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. Cause you can never with the black girl where you find in the 90s. With the black girl where you find in the 90s.
Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better with our DJ Rob G on Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we going down every Thursday, so we take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite.
I never could stand the sea and stand behind a man. I'd rather be by his side.
The street is the house of peace. The street is the house of love. We are different people from different places having different culture. But whenever we meet on the street, we unite and become one family. Make your day with me, the baddest and youngest presenter, Street Lord Official, aka the Ghetto Youth Journalist on Corner Radio, on your one and only educative, motivative and entertaining show, The Street Vibe Show, on Saturday from the hour 4 p.m. till the hour 5 p.m. and on Sundays from the hour 7 p.m. till the hour 8 p.m. Street Vibe Show, the street can do. Street Vibe Show, we came in, we hustle and we conquer. We left home to feed home, and this is the motto of every hustler. Make your day with me on Corner Radio. Street Vibe Show and the street can do. Corner Radio, the people's favorite, #1, numero uno.
Corner Radio. Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better with our DJ Rob G on Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we going down every Thursday, so we take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite.
Mama was raising me. I never could stand the sea and stand behind a man. I'd rather be by.
Hello viewers and listeners out there. It's another blessed, beautiful, wonderful day on Corner Radio. And your mid-morning show can't be better with our DJ Rob G on Corner Radio from the hour of 10 to 11 a.m. But you know how we going down every Thursday, so we take you back to the days when mommy was a girl and daddy was a boy. Corner Radio, we are always the people's favorite. Corner Radio.
Yeah, the generation goes on and on. Our forefathers salute music. They prefer the music. They eat music. They drink music. They like music. They love music. They got married to music. With music, we make life comfortable. With music, we kick away sorrow. With music, we make love. With music, we win audience. With music, we identify our nationality. And therefore, how can we do without music?
It's DJ Rob G on the radio.
This generation rules the nation with version. Music and food and
Corner Radio.
It's fresh. Just deal with it.
We're gonna start here with a kick.
Yo, Ghana fans, this is your boy Wild Man, and I'm locked on with DJ Rob G.
Hello guys, this is your boy Eagle. You're listening to DJ Rob G.
Music power.
Yo, you're listening to the truth. GDF in the building, we're rocking with DJ Rob G.
It's Camplo from Canada, listening to DJ Rob G.
It's the hottest mixtape in the world, and you've got it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
touch that dial. Keep it locked right here. Corner Radio. Corner Radio. Corner Radio.
With this one, Ben Bracco. With this one, way back in the days, when mommy was a girl and daddy was her boy. Very good morning to you, all my cherished, wonderful, lovely listeners out there. Today is another day, another blessed, beautiful, wonderful Thursday. The 13th day. My West listeners. The 10th day of February 2022. Are you still chasing your dreams on? I have to really dance get easier. You only have to be strong and hold on to your dreams, as I kept telling you. With hard-working, patient prayers, wisdom will come on water. Common sense, you can move from water, from grass to grass. I came in it solo waka. Yeah, that's what we do every Thursday. We take you back in the days. When mommy was a girl, daddy was a boy. Once again, very good morning to you all my cherished, wonderful, lovely listeners out there. Today is another day, the 10th day of February 2022. Another beautiful one from Daddy Lumba Onyasem. Today with me in the building today is RGRG Agent Street Lord. Today on our discussion, we'll be discussing about educating our children, especially the girl child. Let's educate our children, especially the girl child. Sometimes we keep on saying that educating the boy. When you educate the boy. It's like you educated the whole family. But we think educating the girl is what useless. Because once you get married, that is all. But that's not this. But that's not it. I know a lot of females out there. Yes, a lot of females out there who are really making it in life and taking care of the family rather than the males. Yeah, behind the console, Rocky, what this morning is your man. Ahmed Rufai Jiwa is my name of G in short. Big thank you to my producer, Street Lord. Don't forget, even from the hour of 4 to 5 p.m., Street Lord will become your way with the Corner Vibe show. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, former President of the Republic of Ghana, Mr. Dramani. Good morning to the current President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo, as well as the other political party leaders. Greetings also to our religious leaders, talking about our pastors and our imams. Sheikh Alhaji Usman Sheikh Alhaji Usman Nus Sharubutu, and some of our pastors, as well as some of our traditional leaders, as well as some of our traditional leaders. Oh yes, Semuni. Oh yes, Semuni. Aba. Alaja Rishi Katuvanda for the Yellow Day of Ghana. Wherever you are, I say great things to you. Ajia Bela Yar Adini. Alaja Tofik More Money, the king of boys. Alaja Nusret to Jiwa. And the rest. Nana Ejekuma Dufia the second, queen mother of the Ashanti Man Pona. There are also to some of our chiefs. Talking about chiefs of the community, chief of the Akan community, chiefs of the Akan community, the Ebe community, Hausa community, and as well as the Yoruba community, Chief Ward Peregrino Brahima, and the rest. The chief of Alaji, Niama Ajo the second. Can also take my seat. And also sending greetings just to my mom, Adia to Brahima. Brahima Jiwa. May the Almighty Allah keep showering His blessings on you all. See our CEO also doing the monitoring, Mr. Alad Sayyid Muftau Corner, CEO of Corner Radio. Greetings to you and your wife, Ajia Monira to Muftau. May the Almighty Allah keep showering His blessings on you all, as well as the rest of the family. Moses Ona and the rest. It's 20 minutes after the hour. What after the hour? 10.
Corner Radio.
Yo, listen to the truth. DJ Rob G.
Thank you also to our sponsors talking about Supreme Matter Company Limited. Supreme Matter Company Limited, we are the Supreme Matter Fashion Designer, Supreme Matter Barber Salon, Supreme Matter Cosmetics, Supreme Matter Supermarket. You can locate them in Accra New Town, Kiteku Junction. AFS Salon, locate them in Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. Benson Otako Lane, owned by Madam Kehinde Ajeboye. And then we have Asma Global Limited. You can locate them in Accra at Yasumaya Bakery and then Salasus and Allen Bridge International School. Alhaji Mustafa Diko, Alhaji Mustafa Diko, the chief imam of the Yoruba communities in Accra, Kaulena. Assalamu alaikum to you. Once again, Ahmed Rufai GY is my name of J in short. It's 22 minutes after the hour 10 at exactly 10:25. You go for a short commercial break. Right after that, then we start with our topic for today. Today on Corner Radio History and Record Zone, it's about the history of Ya Asantewaa, the War of the Golden Stone. The War of the Golden Stone. They're saying that what men can do, men can even do and even more better.
Konye Vinia no hune mutizeng na me adom bibia boko na ko hye yin fa na Asia ya che a ne ko utiri hu ne utiri hu aye de na wunyi uti kakra
Vinia se papri show bia me kwakọ yimiti me yimiti awie na nsansan ne mitiri hu aye pasa ti se kra mai wadwe se miti pa de enya de se me yibie mo
o ene koja ubeyi uti pa wo how to etwa batakari adoso ene nti ama ye hu kremopa sanso ana ekuro nsu doso aye ntina fa ko enji enimguase enti ene me kanfu Supreme Matter Barbering Saloon e de ama Supreme Matter Barbering Saloon ebe twa utiopo sanso na wo mo wonduro nso ya nei wo mo yi uti ni bia wo mo de be fifa okon echi ani utiri hu nyina sanso enso nyina enya ade e be ba wo utiri hu bio
Now just Primata Barbering Shop and fan or be woman.
Ubewomo ewo Accra New Town, Keteku Junction. One Alaji Baba Ata Moxono ana Edi Inshenimu. Ubetumi Afra womo ewa homa trufu eso 0247077674 and 0503280001. Supreme Mata Barbering Saloon ana utiri hubeye fese.
Sweetie, we are getting late to the party.
I'm almost done.
What is this? Didn't you tell me yesterday you were going to the hair salon?
Yes, I did.
What sort of hairstyle is this?
This is the best hairstyle my hairdresser can do.
Haven't you heard of Hair Affair Salon?
Hair Affair Salon?
Yes, Hair Affair Salon. Hair Affair Salon is the #1 hair salon in Abuja that all ladies have been rushing to get their hairs done.
So where can I locate them?
Locate Hair Affair Salon in Abuja, Nigeria. Uchu Plaza, plot 653 TOS Benson Utako, or you can also call Madam Kende Ajiboye on +234 80 27 82 28 9 or +234 81 53 33 63 77.
Wow, I'm now looking beautiful.
Hair Affair Salon, #1 Onapo.
Chongo nam de mensin ni ho ehini ni ho fufu bia yami. Na Mr. Ben na den anopa tututu ugbo fusa o kasa kire akoda isai. Enya me pay. Ma pon ho kasa chefis ahodo sa school be bre amede tiewo eye school pa won fa abofra ne nko. Say da me catch you. Wonte Harlem Bridge International School nkan. Harlem Bridge International School eye sukua ene wo motete nkoda kindergarten ekoka JHS ma wo mo bua ma nkoda yi nso no wo mo ehu ade wo mo teachers awodo a wo mo so eye qualified and competent a wo mo eche mo fra na ade na wo mo BC results there 100%. Sa anso ana ne no wo mo school fees ni so edda fom ye papa wo betumi nso ene panifo akasa ma wetu ya ne nkakra na de ede ewo mo krampo ni se wo mo ma wo aduane free a eno so wuntu ya sika bia empo ewo.
Now Harlem Bridge International School show mo hefa ana obi hu mo.
Accra New Town 137 in Chenwon mo a Odocho Street ho na wo mo so ewa obetumi nso no afre wo mo ewa homatrufo iso 0545336275 ana 0244533077 ana 0244680550. Harlem Bridge International School ana pursuing perfection.
I go kill you with enjoyment. Hey, I go kill you with.
It's your #1 entertainment channel, Corner Radio. Visit or contact Corner Radio for your music promotion, business advertising, and interview. Locate Corner Radio in the capital city of Ghana, Accra, New Town, opposite EcoBank. Follow us on all social media platforms at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more updates across the world. Kindly call us on 024-7077-674, 024-7077-674 for more enquiries. Corner Radio, the people's favorite.
Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked right here. Corner Radio.
Brady me Edward Chire. That's one from but Thomas with this one has taken us to exactly 29 minutes after the hour 10. Even in your own country, you can make it rather than traveling outside the country. Thinking that is the only only way to make it alive. Nice one from the man Pat Thomas, meaning the more. Welcome back from the commercial breaks. Our topic for today is educating our water. About educating our children, especially the girl child education. It's also more important. With me in the building is Aji Age. Ajia.
Yeah.
What's up?
Charlie, normal vibes.
How are you feeling the vibes?
Charlie, I'm really.
Are you feeling the high life? The throwback
the
edition?
vibes is really killing me. I'm really in love with the vibes.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
This is back in the days. I think back in the 60s, 70s or so. Ajia, today on our discussion, we're talking about educating our children, especially the girl child education, which is also, more important. Ajia, yeah, this is a situation by which some of our parents, the moment a child completed GEGS or what is the SS, whether he or she has passed to the HGS or the tertiary, they feel like there's no money, so that is the end of education. What do you think about that?
You see,
especially the girl.
Education doesn't have,
especially the girls,
age. Doesn't matter the age you are. When, as you said earlier on, maybe because of financial problem, that's why he or she couldn't complete. But as time goes on and things are okay, he or she can continue.
Wow.
Wherever he or she stop. If really the person wants to go, you can continue. There's no time that, she said the meaning, so I can't continue.
I can't continue school.
We have, like, if you go to the university.
Meanwhile, the child will have the passion of continuing the education, but they feel like there's no money, so
there's no money.
You have to.
So the child has to start doing something.
Start doing something.
You need to do something. Package yourself. Put something together and go back. Maybe by then, you get support from somewhere.
Exactly.
You see, sometimes before someone will support you, you need to support yourself.
Yeah.
So when the person sees that, this girl or this boy is really trying his best, just that he's having one or two problems.
About your speech.
But let me help the person. The person will do it. So don't sit down and tell. Or sometimes the parents, they need to at least force, do something. When they cry to someone, because there is no way you go to someone and tell the person that, Charlie, I need money to support.
Easy.
Yes. Or I want you to support my child, for the child to be able to get to wherever he or she wants. And the person will tell you no. Then if the person does that, that means the person is very wicked. But the person doesn't know. Yes. If you really know what education means, you'll be very happy to help someone. Because the child you help today,
support from
the child you help
family
today,
members,
the child you help today, you don't know where you also need the child's help. Maybe the child is not going to help you. Maybe it's going to help your children, your grandchildren, someone in the family.
In the family.
Yes. Or the child will set as a breakthrough, like at a point of time, or maybe in a situation or something happen, the child can stand in and solve the problem for you.
University and I say, SHS. But the parents feel like, here you have to find something else to do.
You the mother can be doing something. And I call on so to me on baby to put something together and come back to school.
By your speech. That's one from Aji Age. And Aji, don't you think also that stopping our children from going to the schools because there is no money is also one of the major things that push some of our children into prostitution and other illegal works, because the child need the financial support to further his education, like he his or a colleague.
Do you know this 21st century that we are in? Don't always depend on your parents. Yes, because at least they did their best for you to complete SHS.
Yeah.
All you need is to continue with your university. At least SHS graduates there.
Yeah.
You can also do something.
Do something.
So I don't see the need of you like getting yourself into this prostitution stuff. Although everyone has his or a motive of being into that. That one you can't judge the person. But at least you can sit down. Okay, I'm a SHS graduate. What can I do to bring up something? What can I do to gather something?
Even get something little. Start selling pure water gradually.
We have like students who are in the verse who are attending university and at the same time working. They know how to schedule their times. They know, okay, from this time to this time I have class. So from this time to this time, let me just get myself busy doing something. If it's me being on the street to sell something, I have to do it because I know what I'm heading towards to. I know what I want. You understand? You need to be doing it. So don't be dependent because your mom says she doesn't have money or your dad says doesn't have money for you to continue. You are also sitting down there idle doing nothing. You can just sit, plan on doing something and you make it.
And sometimes the parents also feel like they keep supporting the child, but still the child doesn't come with a good result. So why should he spend a lot of money?
Well, you think the school is not favoring the child, maybe you are spending a lot, still now the results in yeah. We have a lot of things too out there. Yes. Osuyojuma. Learn handwork. That one too is very, very important. At least the person has something doing in life. The person won't depend on you. The person too can also feed himself and feed his family one day.
That's true.
You understand? So if you think and you're taking the person to school, the results are not good for you, and you think there's nothing you can do, let the person learn handwork.
They are just throwing the money.
Yeah, let the person learn handwork, and that one too is going to help. You also be free. So one day the person can at least do something to himself and give out some of the money to you, and you tell the person that may God continue to bless you and bless your handwork. That's it. It's simple as ABCD.
Akuma is a country in the background by Marriott, but back in the days, taking us to 38 minutes after the hour. What? After the hour 10. Miaka. I can say 6. About 6 o'clock, society. Let's be in a burden is Haji age. We have to give our children education or not? Haji, this is a situation by which some of our parents also think educating the girl is not important than educating the boy.
That was the mentality of our forefathers and.
Do you buy it?
I don't buy it because why will you tell me that educating the girl child is not necessary? She needs to be in the kitchen. You can't say if nyansa is different from you can't say school nyansa. You can't move with this thing. They all move together. One doesn't move and the other stays. They all move together. So don't tell me that finally cry or worry cry.
Yes. Most especially in our Zongo communities, the moment the girl eats 16, 17, 18 and the body started to change, she has to quit schooling and get married.
Right. At least she needs to continue her education. She needs to continue. If she continue, you see that because you fear no mini Geo. You right away get married. You are not going to your mother is not going to enjoy anymore. Even if she will enjoy cry, it won't be that much.
That much.
It's this thing. Your wife family will enjoy. But me sister me worry sister. My family won't enjoy you because all the time be me dey be fear. And you know something? When educate your girl child, marriage now cause on worry.
On worry no.
Do you know that and then responsibilities kesepa so that one she does a lot, because if she's in the house she will be like, okay, I'm in the house, so I'll only cater for myself and maybe my mom and my siblings. Sometimes even the siblings crampo open obey because your mom is around. They are not a responsibility. Open obey. But when you get married, just see that you are now starting a new life. You are now taking care of someone's child. You are going to be with someone's child.
Yes.
After that, you start to bear your own child. So if you don't have this kind of education, you know that mostly we women or we ladies, we take care of the children.
That's true.
True. Yes, even see throughout the week, a dad only see his child maybe twice or thrice in a week. So if you are busy, sometimes you are not the woman or the lady will be in the house with only the children. So if you don't give your girl child educational, a bad dana, or bet me our day, at least say depending need education cry. The person has don't have maybe the person has not even been far, has not gone far in education cry. At least you should be able to write, read
and write,
say something.
That's the most important
when she's called in people to talk, she can speak. She can also do something. She can also teach someone. At least that one cry is okay.
Impress the family.
Yes, but
that's true.
We think, you want
we again have this mentality like when you give the boy education, you have educated the whole family. But we think taking the girl to school is useless because the moment she gets married, that is it. As I said,
if you educate the girl child, you educate the whole nation rather. You see, earlier when I said when she get married, she starts to bear her own family.
Yes.
So
don't you again think there are a lot of women out there who have make it a life through education?
Yes, and they are still making it.
And they are taking care of the family.
Yes, they are still making it. You get married right now, you have your children. If I don't have education, I don't have anything. I don't know anything. How can I even educate my children? When it comes to maybe they are doing some certain things is not right. This kind of sex education and stuff. If I don't know much about it, how can I educate my children? If I don't have education, when they come home, and the dad is not around, how can I teach them their homework?
Of something. I know a man whenever the children are going out on occasion, he buys condom for them because he's afraid anything could happen.
It's also part of the sex education. Do you
think this man is doing the right thing? Or
yeah, he's doing the right thing because there is no way the children can abstain. You can't tell this thing, your adolescent child to abstain from some certain things. You just teach the person that this is the way you need to go. Do the right when you go this way, it will be okay for you. When you go that way, danger, fire is there. So you need to teach the person the right part and the wrong part. So that he or she will choose what he or she wants. Yes. You need to teach the person. So he giving them condom when they are going out on occasion. He's not doing anything bad. What he's doing is right. Because he knows that they can't abstain. So at least he gives them some condom to abstain from some certain STIs and also pregnancy.
Yes. This one said, guess who receive an education are less likely to marry young and more likely to lead early productive life. They earn higher income participate in the decision that most affect them and build better future for themselves and their families.
Yes.
Gas education strengthening the economy and reduce inequality. Mohammed Awal said.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for being part of the show, Mohammed Awal. This one also say, I'm watching you live. This one also say, good morning. Oh, Nana Ama Leila. Thanks for being part of the show. See, Dolph Jackson also say, yup. This one one to say you do all. Feeling the vibe. But 5 minutes after the hour, what 10. About time for us to motivate to today's edition of Walk Corner History and Record Zone. Today on Corner History and Record Zone, it's about the history of Yaya Asantewaa, the War of the Golden Stone. Let's go for a short commercial. Let's go for a short musical break when you return. Yaya Asantewaa was the queen mother of Ejusi. In the Asante Empire, now part of the modern Ghana, appointed by a mother Nana Akwesi Afreni Opesi, the Ejusu Ini, or ruler of what Ejusu in 1900. So later Ashanti work known as the War of the Golden Stone, also known as Yaya Asantewaa War against British colonialism. Yaya Asantewaa War against the British colonialism. Yaya Asantewaa was born in 1940 in Besiasi, the daughter of Kweku Poma and Atapo, and a brother Afrani Penin, became the chief of Edwesu, a nearly community. After a childhood without incident, she cultivated crop on the land around Bakra. She entered a polygamous marriage with a man from Kumasi, with whom she had a daughter. She died in 1921. She was a successful farmer and a mother. She was an intellectual, a politician, human rights activist, queen and a leader. Yaya Asantewaa became famous for leading the Ashanti Rebellion against British colonialism to defend the Golden Stone. The War of the Golden Stone, also known as the Yaya Asantewaa War, the Third Ashanti Expedition, the Ashanti Uprising or variation thereof, was a violent pattern in the series of conflict between the United Kingdom and the Ashanti Empire. Later, Ashanti region, an autonomous state in West Africa that fractiously coexisted with the British. Without wasting much time, let's watch this video, The War of Golden Stone.
If you, the men of Asante, will not go, then we will. I shall call upon my fellow women, and we will fight the white men. We will fight until the last of us falls on the battlefield.
How can a proud and brave people like the Asante sit back and look while the white man takes away their king and chief and humiliates them with the demand for the golden stool?
The War of the Golden Stool, also called the Yaya Asantewaa War, the Third Ashanti Expedition,
or the Ashanti Uprising, was the last, and seemingly major war, between the British and the Asante, in the then Gold Coast, which is now the modern-day Ghana. The war was triggered on March 25, 1900, by the colonial governor, Frederick Mitchell Hudson, when he demanded to sit on the Golden Stool, a sacred symbol of the Asante strength and independence, past, present, and future. The Golden Stool had been the symbol of power in Ashanti Kingdom since the 17th century. According to traditional accounts, Okomfo Anokie, the high priest, and one of the two founders of the Ashanti Confederacy, conjured the magnificent stool and invoked it to descend from the sky, where it floated onto the feet of the first Ashanti king, Osei Tutu. The high priest then declared that the soul of the nation resided in the stool. The Ashantis maintained the Golden Stool as their most prized possession. Its entire surface is made with gold and hung with golden bells to warn the king of impending danger. Prior to war, their war chiefs consulted it. As time progressed, and as the Ashanti scored more victories over their rivals, turning their kingdom into an empire, the Golden Stool became even more revered. Then came the British. The Queen of England had sent Sir William Edward Maxwell to the Ashanti Kingdom to subdue them and bring them under the British crown as a colony. Sir Maxwell started with diplomatic talks and subtle threats, which later evolved to force and brute on the Ashanti people. But the then king, Prempeh I, and his people strongly refused to accept the proposition for their land and gold to be annexed and ruled by the British. The continuous resistance of the Ashanti people led to a brief battle, which lasted for about 3 months, from December of 1895 to February of 1896.
The British, with their sophisticated weapons, had the upper hand, and thus won the battle. And as punishment for resisting and defying the authority of the British, King Prempeh I was exiled to Seychelles, alongside other notable chiefs of the Ashanti Kingdom. Just before leaving, King Prempeh I advised his people not to put up more resistance after his exile. This was to try to negotiate with the British and save the lives of his people. Little did he know that an even bigger war was brewing. The British government was bent on totally subduing the Ashanti Kingdom. By this time, the region had been signed over to the British Protectorate, and Sir Frederick Hudson had taken over as the governor of the region, and was intensifying the British rule and suppression of the Ashanti people. When news of the Ashanti Golden Stool reached Hudson, the news of how symbolic it was for the ruler of the Ashanti people and tradition, Hudson turned his attention to the chair. He believed, as the new ruler of the Ashanti region, he should sit on the Golden Stool instead of the ordinary chair he was offered. Arriving on March 25, 1900, Hudson called a meeting of Asante chiefs, at which he said as thus: "Your King Prempeh is in exile, and will not return to Ashanti. His power and authority will be taken over by the representative of the Queen of Britain. The terms of the 1874 Peace Treaty of Formina requires you to pay with interest the sum of £160,000 a year. Then, there is the matter of the Golden Stool of Ashanti. The Queen is entitled to the stool. She must receive it. Where is the Golden Stool? I am the representative of the paramount power. Why have you relegated me to this ordinary chair? Why did you not take the opportunity of my coming to Kumasi to bring the Golden Stool for me to sit upon?" Hudson clearly had not the slightest idea the uproar his words would bring.
"I demand to sit on this stool, so that I will be the supreme leader of the Ashanti man." No!
Perhaps He did not understand the significance of the stool to the Ashanti Empire, but the mere suggestion that he, a foreign golden stool, the very soul of the Ashanti Empire, and the very symbol and identity of the Ashanti people, living, dead, and yet to be born, was far too disrespectful for the people. Thus, the brave Queen Mother, Nyasatewa, arose, and with the help of the remaining chiefs, hid the golden stool away. Hudson then deployed his soldiers to search for the stool around the kingdom. While the search was ongoing, the Queen Mother, Nyasatewa, gathered the remaining Ashanti leaders in a secret meeting. She brought them together so they could find a way to protect their sacred golden stool and ensure the return of their exiled king. She wanted to spark a revolt against the British, but it seemed the spirits of the Ashantis had been broken. Many of the leaders whom she had summoned were fearful of the consequences of revolting against the British. But Nyasatewa was a fearless woman. She was bold and brave. Observing the weakness in the men, Nyasatewa said in anger,
"Is it true that the bravery of Asante is no more? I cannot believe it. It cannot be. I must say this. If you, the men of Asante, will not go, then we will. I shall call upon my fellow women, and we will fight the white men. We will fight until the last of us falls on the battlefield."
How can a proud and brave people like the Asante sit back and look while the white man takes away their king and chief and humiliates them with a demand for the golden stool? The golden stool only means money to the white man. They have searched and dug everywhere for it. I shall not pay one quadrant to the governor. If you, the chief of Ashanti, are going to behave like cowards and not fight, you should exchange your loincloth for my undergarment.
With this, Nyasatewa assumed leadership, and by her fearlessness and words, she was able to motivate and assemble an army of 5,000. She commanded the army to engage the British in a battle, which is known till date as the War of the Golden Stool. The Ashanti warriors ambushed Hudson's deputy and his forces, and killed a lot of them. Those who survived escaped because of a rainstorm that had started. When the British survivors reached the other soldiers and told them of the uprising, the British soldiers stationed in the Ashanti Kingdom retreated to Kumasi, which was the major base for the British colonial offices. In response to the attack, the British officers immediately fortified their base with high walls, firing turrets, and over 500 armed men.
However, the Ashanti warriors were not dumb. They knew storming the fort would mean their deaths. So, they laid a long siege, and eventually launched an assault on the base, on the 29th of April, which was unsuccessful. Relentless, the Ashanti warriors stealthily surrounded the British. They blocked all the roads leading to the town, intercepted the British food supply, and destroyed their telegraph wires. This was a very frustrating moment for the British officers. They could not commute in their base. Eventually, a British rescue party arrived on the 23rd of June and helped Hudson, his wife, and a few others who were not affected by the disease to escape. During their escape, the Ashanti warriors chased after them and killed quite a number of them. It looked like the war had been won, and the Ashantis celebrated their successful revolt. However, their victory and freedom were short-lived. Taking time to recover from the huge blow, the British waited one whole year, all the while gathering forces and ammunition. Finally, they launched a heavy attack on the Ashanti Kingdom. After a fierce battle, they defeated the Ashanti people and arrested their leaders, including Nyasatewa. The arrested leaders were exiled to Seychelles for 25 years. Many of them lived and died in Seychelles without setting eyes and foot on their motherland again. The great Queen Mother, Yaa Asantewaa, died in exile in 1921. 3 years later, King Prempeh was released from exile in 1924 and free to return to his people. By then, the British had formed strong bases in Ghana. It is not known how many of the Ashanti warriors died in the War of the Golden Stool, but the British lost over 1,000 men. For the Ashanti people, the purpose of the fight was still achieved. They had secured the Golden Stool from the foreigners. And the name of Yaa Asantewaa was forever written in the history of the Ashanti people as one of the greatest and fearless warrior queens in Africa. She was the gatekeeper of the Golden Stool, and she fulfilled her duty diligently. She protected the Golden Stool. The stool was their ancestral divine heritage, and she and her people defended it with their lives and blood. Till today, the Golden Stool remains in its royal home in Kumasi, Ghana.
That was the history of Yaa Asantewaa, the Queen Mother. Back in the days, the War of the Golden Stool. Ajia,
yeah.
What do you think about this woman?
She has set an example for our parents to know that when you educate your girl child, you educate the whole nation.
Yeah.
Looking from her history,
yeah,
what she did tells our parents that the girl child can do more and even more than what Yaa Asantewaa did. So we should take seriousness in our girl child, education. Not even the girl child alone. When it comes to the education of our children, yes, we need to be serious about it, because she was really a great woman. So would they be happy when one day they grow old and their children, their girl child, has an history like Yaa Asantewaa? Would they be happy? They'll be happy and proud of the
more
child.
Happy.
Yes, to be more happy and proud.
3 minutes after the hour 11, this is where time will permit me to draw the curtain now. And don't forget, I'll be back again from the hour of 6 to 7 p.m. Let me once again acknowledge our sponsors: Supreme Matter Company, AFS Salon, Asma Global Limited, Ajia Sumeya Bakery and Salah Shoes, and Allen Bridge International School. Once again, Ahmed Rufai Jiwa is my name, Rufji. In short, right after this tune, if you don't hear me again, then I'm out.
so dance. Sunshine music.